Done. Sub done. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another free session on BotanyInsider. Quickly check whether the presentation is visible to you or not and whether I'm properly audible to you or not. If yes, let's begin with the class. We'll be discussing few more important concepts related to the upcoming examination. So quickly check whether the presentation is visible to you or not. Let's begin with the class now. So we are continuing with our free revision course on BotanyInsider on daily basis. This is the sixth day for the free classes. If you haven't yet watched the previous sessions, make sure that you look into the entire list of the free sessions that on goes in the YouTube every single day for you all. So let's begin. So before starting, if you're new to BotanyInsider, make sure to hit the subscribe button. In addition to that, make sure to download our application from the iOS as well as from the Play Store. We have a number of courses running for you all. In addition to that, we have just started off with a free practice test on BotanyInsider for the June 2024 batch, right? As you all know, the examination is on 25th to 27th of July. So for that particular course, for that particular examination, we are starting off with the June 20, like we have started off with a free course, with a free test series on BotanyInsider. So you can download our application and utilize the free test for you all. And if any one of you who is preparing for the December examination, so we have started off with a full course for the December batch as well, that is the full course for December 2024. So if any one of you who's preparing or any of your colleague is preparing for this particular examination, you can download our application and get yourself enrolled in the full course, right? Let's begin with the class now. So this is the very first question for you all, everyone. The question is hemoglobin that transports carbon dioxide in the venous blood as carbamates. The following statements are given to you with reference to the formation of these carbamates, right? So question is asking you which of the following option is the correct one in the entire segment. First option is that CO2 interacts with amino terminal nitrogens of hemoglobin polypeptide chains. Second option is that CO2 interacts with the carboxyl terminal carbons of the hemoglobin polypeptide chain. Third one, carbamates help in the formation of sulfur of the salt bridges between alpha and the beta chains of the hemoglobin. And fourth one is saying carbamates help in the formation of the disulfide bridges between the alpha and the beta chains of the hemoglobin. Question is asking you which of the following is a correct combination of the split. So try the question, everyone. It is related to the transportation of the hemoglobin in the venous blood as your carbamates. We need to find out which of the following statements combination is the correct one. Try the question, everyone. Simple and easy. Try it out. Good evening, Surya. Good evening to other students as well. Mark the answer for this question, everyone. Try it out. It's very simple. And we are continuing with the free lecture series on daily basis. Please make sure that you come in the live sessions on regular basis. We have our examination on 25th. So you have still 15 days left, exactly 2 weeks left. So make sure that you are utilizing all of these things, right? Information is given to us related to carbamates. Try using elimination method, odd one out option, and whatever technique you want to apply in the same, along with your factual understanding, and mark the answer. Everyone mark the answer for the question. First option is saying that CO2 interacts with the amino terminal nitrogens of hemoglobin polypeptide chains. Second is saying that CO2 interacts with the carboxy terminal carbons of the hemoglobin polypeptide chains. Third is saying carbamates help in the formation of the salt bridges. Fourth is saying carbamates help in the formation of the disulfide bridges between the alpha and the beta chains. Right? Mark the answer for the question, everyone. So let's look into the answer for the question now. Simple question. First option is saying it interacts with the amino terminal. There's no space for the students who create mischief for no reason in the class. So it's better to eliminate or delete those students. Okay. Because we are trying our level best to provide you with the best content, and even then, if you cannot maintain the decorum of the class, make sure that you're not coming in the class at any point. Okay, so which of the following option is the combination of the correct statement? Answer for this is option number A. CO2 interacts with the amino terminal. Obviously, your C will be interacting with the nitrogen part and not with the carboxyl terminal, because this will be repelling. So B is the wrong statement. If I eliminate B, I can eliminate first, second, and third option. Then you have three options, which is saying that it helps in the formation of salt bridges. Second is last is saying that carbamates help in the formation of disulfide bridges. No, carbamates cannot help in the formation of disulfide bridges, because for a disulfide bridge, for a sulfur bond to be there is requirement, or there is utilization of cytosine to be there, right? That's why D is wrong. I can eliminate the fourth option as well and reach to my correct answer with my general understanding of the hemoglobin and the amino acid in general, right? So A is the correct answer for this question. It was a 4 marker. I hope the question is clear to all. Very quick, sweetie. Correct answer. Next question. Following statements are given to us regarding the tracheary elements in the of the vascular plants. So vascular plants are what? These are the plants that have a vascular system to them, that is having xylem and phloem for conduction of water and food. Right? Four options are given to us. We need to find out which of the following is a correct combination. Right? First option is saying that xylem tracheates are highly elongated, tapered cells that conduct water. Second is saying that xylem vessel elements, they are less elongated and narrower than tracheates. Third option is saying that you have angiosperms, they may have both tracheates and the vessel elements. Fourth option is saying that the vessel elements are the only tracheates, or they are the only tracheary elements that are there in the almost all of the angiosperm. Try and mark the answer for the question, everyone. Easy and simple again, not a very difficult question. It's from your basics of animal, like plant physiology, where we study about the classification of the plants and everything. So the question is from that particular segment. Try it out. 7 of you are there in the class right now, everyone. Yeah, mark the answer, everyone. So, information is given to us regarding the tracheary elements of the vascular system. Very good, sweetie. Yes, the correct answer for the question. Amir, now the volume will be perfect. It will work fine now. Don't worry. There was some technical issue. I have corrected that. So, answer for this particular question is option number two. That is A and C is the correct answer for this one. Xylem tracheids are highly elongated and tapered cells at the that conduct the water. Second is saying that the xylem vessels are the elements that are less elongated and narrower. So B is wrong. C option is saying that angiosperms may have both tracheids and vessel elements. So A and C options are the correct one. That's why second is the correct answer for this particular question. Is it clear to all? Yes or no? Some technical issue. Just give me a second. I hope the question is clear. I'm really sorry. There is some technical issue ongoing right now. Next question for you all. The basic difference between the direct repair and the base excision repair is. Question is asking you the basic difference between your direct repair and the base excision repair. This is from your DNA. This is from your DNA damage repair, right? This is from your DNA damage concept. Try the question, everyone. First option is saying that direct repair restores the original structure of the altered nucleotide. Sorry, there is some technical problem ongoing. I'm not able to. Yeah. So, first option is saying that the direct repair restores the original structure of the altered nucleotide without replacement. I'm really sorry, there is some technical issue. I'm not able to continue. Like after every 1 minute, the laptop is getting hanged. I'm really, really sorry for this. Please try this particular question, everyone. This is from your ecology unit, unit number 10. Till then, I'll figure out the entire segment. Okay. Really sorry for this mishappening. Please go through this particular question. Right. The question over here is the diagram below represents the energy flow within a single trophic level. So this particular box is representing your one single trophic level. Okay. Over here, I is representing the amount of the content that is ingested over here. Right. Then you have Na, that is the amount which is not assimilated. After that, you have R, that is your respiration. Pn, Pn represents the biomass production at the trophic level. Right now, what we'll do for this particular question, like this question might look very, very difficult to you. It might sound like that there is a very important and a very difficult concept over here, but no, it's a very, very simple question. Let's try to understand what the question is asking us, and whatever information is given to us on the screen, with the help of the same information, we can, with the help of this information only, we can solve out the question. Right. Over here, you are given the value of Pn minus 1 is equal to 1000 kilocalories. Right. Then you're given the value of I upon Pn minus 1 as 20%, right? Now from this itself, you can solve out one thing. Pn minus 1 is 1000 and I upon Pn minus 1 is equal to, it's given to you as 20%. So I upon 1000 is equal to 20%. I can solve it like this way. 20% can be written down as 20 upon 100, right? And if I calculate this, I can find the value of I as 200, 20 into 10, because two of the, like, I cancelled two zeros, only one zero is remaining. I take it on the other side and I can solve it out like I is equal to 20 into 10, which is 200. So you need to find out the value of Pn. You have to find out the value of Na. You have to find out the value of R, and you have to find out the value of I. So over here, I have found out the value of I as 200. Okay. I have the value of Pn minus 1 as 1000 kilocalories. Now look into the question. Over here, you are given the value of 200. Like this is given to you as 1000, right? The value of I have calculated as 200, right? Now comes the next segment. Next question, information is given to you as A upon I is 35%. That means this particular information is given to you as 35%. So I have the value of I, which I have calculated. So A upon 200, which I have calculated, is equal to 35%, which is 35 upon 100, right? If I solve it out together, I get the value of A as 70. Are you understanding this, everyone? I am getting the value of A as 70 over here. Now, if my I is 200 and my value of A is given to, like, I have calculated it as 70. So, my value of Na will be 200 minus 70, as according to the information given on the diagram, I can make out that Na is the let out part, right? So 200 minus 70 is 140, right? Na is given to you as 140. I have calculated the value of Na as 140. Right, sorry, 130, not 140. 130 will be calculated over here, because 200 minus 70, or 200 minus 70 is 130 and not 140. Right. After this, if I have 70 over here, next is given to you, the next information is Pn upon A is given to you as 20%, as in the question. I'm not making out these formulas. Everything is there in the question itself. So I have calculated the value of A as 70. So Pn upon 70 is equal to 20%. Percent means I can write down in divided by 100.
So 1, 0, 1, 0 like this. So Pn is given to us as 14, or I can calculate the value of Pn as 14, right? So put over here Pn is calculated as 14. If you calculate Pn as 14 and if you have the value of A as 70 given to you as solved by us, so 70 and 14, how much will be the respiration part? Respiration part will be 70 minus 14, which is equal to 56, right? So I can easily reach to my correct answer without putting in any other calculative formula to it, as option number B, because Pn is 14, Na is 130, R is 60 and 56 and A is 200. So just look into the formula, like look into the options given and you can reach to the correct answer as option number B. The question might look very, very elaborate and very, very difficult to you, but the question is very easy. Very good, Amir. Correct answer for the question. Is the question clear to all? Yes or no? Just check. It's a very simple question. Just conceptual understanding is required, and all you have to do is analyze the entire segment properly. Is the question clear to all? Yes or no? Did you understand the question, everyone, now? Five of you are there in the class. I'm really sorry for the technical issue that was there in the initial 2-3 minutes. Is the question clear to all? If yes, we can solve out one more important question. I have brought very different variety of questions today. Will help you out in the entire segment. Right. Now, one more question for you. This question is for your dorsal ventral axis formation in Drosophila. That how does the dorsal and the ventral formation occurs, right? So the dorsal protein is involved in generating the dorsal ventral polarity in Drosophila. The following statement is given to you regarding the activity of the dorsal protein in establishing the entire dorsal ventral polarity. Which of the following statements are correct? First option is saying that in the embryo that lack the Gurkhan proteins, the dorsal protein is not translocated to the nucleus of the follicle cells, which then causes the ventralization. Then, although the dorsal protein act as a morphogen, it is found throughout the syncytial blastodome of the early embryo, Drosophila embryo. Third option is in embryo that lack cactus protein, the dorsal protein can be found in the nucleus of the cells with a ventral fate. And last is that if the dorsal protein is blocked from entering the nucleus, the genes responsible for specifying the entire dorsal type will not be transcribed. Try the question, everyone. It's very simple. If you have learnt about the dorsal ventral axis formation, you will not make a mistake in the question. Try it out. The question is from your Drosophila topic. Try the question, everyone. Very good, very good. Everyone, mark the answer. The dorsal protein is involved in generating dorsal ventral polarity. Following statements are made about the dorsal protein in establishing the DV polarity. So let's look into the correct answer. The answer for this particular question is option number B. A and C are B. Okay, one of the Student is saying A and C. Initially, you mark the answer as option C. Okay, first let's see. Yeah, first let's see that in the embryo that lack the Gurkin proteins, the dorsal is not transcribed. So the answer for this particular question is option number B. First option is saying that the embryo that lack the Gurkhan protein, the dorsal protein is not transcribed to the nucleus of the follicle cells, which then causes the ventralization. So we need to find out the correct statements. I'm really, really sorry. There is some technical issue. I'm trying to solve out, but I have to get my laptop checked. I'm really, really sorry. The pen tab stops working after every single minute. I don't know what's happening, and I'm really sorry for this technical issue. I'll just take this question and then first I'll get the entire thing done. Right. So answer for this is option number second. Second option is saying that though the dorsal act as a morphogen, it is found throughout the syncytial blastoderm in the early embryo. This is a correct statement because depending upon where it is going to enter in the nucleus, based upon the same format, the dorsalization and the ventralization will be there. So B option is correct. If B gets correct, I can eliminate third and fourth one. Now third option is saying that in the embryos that lack the cactus protein, the dorsal protein can be found in the nucleus of the cell within a with a ventral fate. So this option is also correct. D option is saying that if the dorsal protein is blocked from entering, gene responsible for specifying the dorsal are not transcribed. No, this is wrong. Answer for this is option number C because the entry of the dorsal into the into the nucleus causes the ventralization, right? You must have learned about this, and those of you who have done this particular topic with us in our live classes, you know you have learned about the Drosophila concept that in the dorsal ventral axis formation, dorsal protein helps in the ventralization of the cell, helps in the ventralization of that particular area. That's why D is a wrong statement, and my correct answer for this is option number B, right? That's why 2 is the correct answer for this question, right? Let's discuss one more question. Over here, the question is related to the types of extremophils that we have and the environment that they are adapted to. So first list is the type of extremophils. Second list is the environment in which they are found in. So psychrophils, hyperthermophils, alkyliophils, and then you have hyperphysophils, and then you have halophils. And we need to find out. Okay, Amir. First statement is saying that in the embryo that lack the Gurkhan protein, the dorsal protein is not translocated to the nucleus of the follicle cells that causes the ventralization. In embryo that lack Gurkhan protein, if the Gurkhan protein is not there, it will not be translocated into the nucleus, which causes the ventralization. No, ventralizations is because of the dorsal protein. It is, and there is no correlation of the Gurkhan protein over there, right? That's why, because Gurkhan protein help in the dorsalization and not the ventralization, right? Remember about this. Dorsal protein not translocating will not cause ventralization. It will cause dorsalization. That's the main part over here. Dorsal protein causes the ventralization. This is the main segment that you have to remember. That's what the entire topic is about. That's what the entire concept of your Drosophila's dorsal and ventral axis formation is about. That dorsal protein causes the ventralization, and if dorsal protein is not translocated, how can the ventralization be there, right? Because absence of dorsal protein is going to cause the dorsalization only. Okay, so remember about this particular thing. I hope it's clear. And because of the technical part, I have to like get the entire thing done properly. I'll solve it out, and we'll have the class tomorrow now. Okay, bye everyone, take care.